Gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside a chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside a chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good morning, traders! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back after too long of a weekend, guys. I tell you what, yesterday, I was crying a little bit. I'm over here, I woke up, alarm goes off, 6 o'clock, I come to my office, I start loading everything up, I'm like, fudge. Market's closed today. I bawled myself back to sleep, sucked my thumb in the fetal position, and I cried all day because I was just fired up to get back to work with the best team out there, with the best community in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back and happy Tuesday. We're going to classify today as our what? Can't say it's Money Monday, but hey, it's Money Tuesday, right? It's the first day of the week after the holiday weekend. I cannot wait to see what we have in store, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's pretty decent, right? It's not super hot. It's not super active. There's not a lot of stocks ripping and running, but there's enough, right? We have some action. We have a few stocks to review. We have a few stocks to look at, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if traders are just as eager and just as ready to get rocking and rolling like we are. Again, after a what? A 3-day holiday weekend. I'm fired up. I'm excited. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to start making some money. All right, let's see if everybody else is ready. Who knows? Maybe everybody's still hungover from the weekend. Maybe everybody wants to continue to enjoy another 4th day out of their holiday weekend, but we shall see. But right now, it's 50-50, right? It's not hot. It's not cold. It's lukewarm. But again, I take lukewarm market conditions every single day over a cold and choppy market. So again, oh, B Moose says, I'm sad. Josh is not in his two-piece. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook. A buddy introduced me to this app yesterday, and we're sitting in the car. We're trying to leave Adventure Island. We went to the water park yesterday with my daughter, and I put this, it takes your face, and it puts it on like an actor or something like that, and I put it on this belly dancing chick, and I'm like, dude, that looks too realistic. This is way too funny. So I threw it on Facebook, and everybody's making fun of me now. But I love it. It gets people laughing. It gets them commenting, engaging. And again, it was pretty creepy. It was creepy as hell, but it was funny. It was super funny. So again, if you don't follow me on Facebook, go follow me on Facebook. Check out that creepy video. B Moose is really, really sad that I did not show up in a two-piece today and belly dance a little bit for you. And guys, I'm never going to do that, so it's okay. I'll sing for you. I'll sing. That's about it, right? Me belly dancing, not going to happen unless I come in drunk, and I don't drink. So with that being said, it's not going to happen, B Moose, so get out of here with that. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, good morning. Happy Money Tuesday. And let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's not waste any time. We have quite a few stocks to talk about, right? Our leaderboard is completely filled up with stocks gapping up today with decent volume, low floats. So which ones have the best opportunity? What stock out of the 100 should we be focused on? Should we really be looking at today? Well, let's go ahead and start with number one, right? Let's go ahead and start with BLIN. What's going on with BLIN, team? All right, so BLIN number two, currently gapping up 50% here in pre-market, trading 13 million shares. On average, we trade 5.86, and so far it is a 6 million in float stock. So yes, 6 million in float. On average, we trade 5 million shares. This morning, we're trading a little over 2 times the average daily volume, gapping up 50%. Why? Why is this stock gapping up, right? What's the credible reason for BLIN? Do you guys see any news on BLIN? All right, do we have any news on BLIN? No. I don't see any news on BLIN. All right, so why is it gapping up 50% this morning in pre-market? What's going on? It's all momentum, baby. It's all momentum. This stock was an absolute beast last week. This stock, what's going on? My TD is spazzing today. So if you guys use TD Ameritrade, you may want to shut it down and reboot it because my TD has been acting a little iffy. But anyway, why is BLIN moving up? Well, again, this stock went on an absolute rip and run, last Wednesday. From Tuesday into Wednesday, this stock went from around, $4 all the way up until about $7. Gave everything back in pre-market just to hit new highs. Just to give everything back into that day. To not do anything really on Thursday, but to have a nice, big, huge day here on Friday. Again, from around $6, hitting highs in post-market, up towards around $10 and 40-ish cents. Just to gap up again here in pre-market, hitting highs of $13.98. We actually called this one out here in chat. Watch for the break of the downtrend, room to 13. Room to 1366. First target hit, stops to break even. Stops would have never been hit. You would have hit second target. So right now, BLIN, again, we're gapping up about 50%. We have good volume. It's a low float stock. There's a reason that the stock's moving. It's all momentum. This stock has been moving since last, Tuesday? Right? Tuesday to Wednesday, gap up, gave everything back. Right? Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, the stock gapped up. Gave everything back. Friday, we had a nice big day. And right now, we're gapping up about, $4.44 here in pre-market. And we have one big, what? What does it look like here over on BLIN? What kind of pattern does it look like we have right now on BLIN starting to form? Exactly. Mexoids, cup and handle, right? We got a little bit of a cup and handle formation right now. Big U shape. Right? Getting that little bit of a cup to form right above that $13 support. So again, if we can hold above 13 and we can form that handle, we can definitely break over 14 bucks here, and we have some nice room to the upside. So let's go ahead and dive into that daily chart and see how high BLIN could go. We just got to go left. We're just looking left, right? We need to break 14 bucks. That is main resistance right now on BLIN. Light support, right? Trying to form that handle out of this cup and handle is right around $13. But better support is all the way back down at like $11.43, right? If you really look at the chart, we can see that we have much better support back down at $11.43, but we do have light support right around that $13 area. So again, we're looking for the break over 14. How high can this play go? Well, we can see it all the way up towards around 1534. And then up towards around that spiking high from April 11th, right around 16 bucks, right? So again, those are going to be our first two main targets. 1534, and then $16 here on BLIN. Again, we have light support at 13, better support all the way back down into the mid 11s. All right, so again, that's what we got going on there with BLIN. Again, it's only moving simply off prior day momentum, as this stock was a stock that everybody was looking at last week for quite a few days. Ever since Tuesday, traders were on it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, traders were on it. So again, why is it moving up this morning? Because again, it had all of the activity last week and it had a great close on Friday. So again, traders are going to resort back to prior day movers, especially when there's really not a lot of hot, fresh action today. When I came into the market this morning, the number one stock was ADXS, right? ADXS was our number one stock, right? The stock had squeezed, boom, all the way up to 84 cents just to give everything back, right? ADXS was doing absolutely nothing around 7 o'clock. It's really just been sitting sideways for the past 2 hours. So again, why are traders going to BLIN and not ADXS? Well, number one, ADXS is 133 million in float, right? ADXS is not really doing anything. You go look at BLIN, lower float, great volume, and it's a prior mover that's already proven itself to rip and run to the upside and to somewhat hold its gains, especially on Friday. So again, that's kind of the mob shift, right? We had a lot of traders looking at ADXS, but the second ADXS is not doing anything, boom, let's go get hyped up over on BLIN. So again, BLIN team is going to be my number one watch out of the gate. I think BLIN has some great potential today for another day of continuation to the upside, all right? So BLIN is going to be one of the top 3 stocks that I focus on here out of the gate. Now, what's up with ADXS, all right? What do we have going on with ADXS? They announced entry into definitive merger agreement with Biosite, all right? So again, we have some hot keywords to look for there, right? We have the announcement of an entry into the hot keyword, definitive merger agreement with Biosite. So again, we have merger agreement news, and it's definitive. It's not just in the talks, right? They're just talking about it, right? It wasn't just a proposal, right? This is definitive. So again, if we know anything about press releases, right, we know that definitive agreements, right? 3-star keyword. Merger, 1-star keyword. So we have a definitive agreement in regards to a merger, right? We have 2 hot keywords to look for in a press release. So again, ADXS team, it's not doing anything right now, but it has pretty good news, right? We can sit here and say that ADXS has some pretty good news. ADXS is number 4 on the leaderboard. ADXS is trading 17 million shares in comparison to its 10. So we have activity, right? We have traders here on ADXS, but right now, this is not where the mob is. The majority of buyers, the majority of traders, they're not all on ADXS right now. But does that mean we need to discredit ADXS and not even focus on it? No, I still think we should focus on ADXS. I think it should be added to our back burner list just in case we see BLIN fade, just in case we see MRIN fade, BSQR fade, right? We could definitely see traders resort back to ADXS because we have great news. We have good volume. We are gapping up 43%. Yes, the float is 133, but it's also under $1. So the float doesn't really concern me too much. And looking at the daily chart, we have a lot of great room to the upside. Right now, we're trying to hold above 65 cents. Right now, it doesn't look like we're going to hold above. We have a little bit of that bouncy ball effect, right? The stock's coming down into support, bounces. Back down into support, bounces with a lower high. If we continue to bounce with lower highs, excuse me, guys, we can definitely see this crack on down towards around 56 cents, right? 55 cents. However, if we hold on up and we can get back above the VWAP, back above 71 cents, 72 cents, we could see ADXS back up to, 80, 84 cents. If we ever start breaking over these pre-market highs, we have a lot of room towards around 95 cents. Anything over 95 cents, obviously $1 is very strong resistance, and then we'll have right around 106. So I do think ADXS has good potential. We have good news. We have good volume. The float doesn't concern me because it's under $1, right? So it's not going to take as much to get the stock going because it's cheap, right? So again, I think ADXS has great potential, but right now, this is not where the volume is. We want to focus where other traders are at. And we can see that all traders right now, the majority of traders are not on ADXS. but we should still add it to our back burner watch list and understand where support is, where's resistance, right? What's the flow? Is it really trading good volume? Why is it moving up in the first place, right? It's meeting that criteria to be added to our watch list. So we're going to add it to the watch list as a back burner, all right? Let's go ahead and move on. We have OSAT stealing the spot for number 2. OSAT. My goodness, what do we got going on here with OSAT? So again, OSAT was moving a little bit in pre-market, but this one just started getting volume right as we jumped on the mic. So what's going on here with OSAT? I'm not seeing any news here on OSAT on TD. Let's go ahead and check Yahoo Finance real quick. And we want to make sure we're finding a credible reason. And don't get me wrong, OSAT has a really nice daily chart. All right, OSAT has a pretty nice daily chart. That could be the reason why traders are jumping on over to it. Let's go look at OSAT and just make sure if it does or does not have news. So 8 days ago, we have OSAT. No fresh news, no fresh news. So again, OSAT doesn't have any news. So why is OSAT moving on up, right? Why is the stock grinding to the upside? Well, the daily chart's not bad whatsoever. This stock had absolutely been doing nothing for the longest time. Doing nothing at all. Gets above the 200-day moving average. Actually pulls back and retests our 200-day moving average to the penny. What else do you notice about that retest? It was also retesting some prior daily resistance right before the breakout. So not only did we retest the breakout point with volume, right? We retest the 200-day moving average to a penny, and we actually regained, right? And we held above that 20 EMA. So the stock has been consolidating sideways, really looking like it's trying to grind on up above that 20 EMA for the past, couple weeks now? At least 2-3 weeks here. And we're now starting to see some volume move on in. So again, OSAT is the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. OSAT was gapping up slightly this morning. So again, why is the stock getting the hype? Well, again, it was slightly gapping up. Traders noticed it on the upgapper list. Traders notice that it's a very low float stock. It's the lowest float. And then I'm sure they look for news. All right, there's no news. All right, we're not touching it. But it has a pretty decent daily chart, right? OSAT, the daily chart's really not that bad, right? Low float, it's trading volume, it's gapping up, and it has a nice technical setup on the daily. Let's see if we can get it going. And then we start to see a little bit of volume move in. A little bit of volume. Little bit of volume. Pre-market high. More volume. New pre-market high. Even more volume. So again, it's simply working its way up on the leaderboard. And traders were even interested in the first place because it's a low float stock that had volume with a decent daily technical setup. So right now on OSAT, I think we should watch it, right? Again, the daily chart's nice. It's a low float play. Maybe we get some action here. Let's go ahead and do our due diligence and see how high it can go, right? So right now we had resistance off that spiking high of 767, right? We're just looking left. There's not a lot to go off of right now, guys. There's not a lot to go off with OSAT, right? It's a really choppy, low liquidity, low volume play. So with that being said, we're going to play this every dollar, right? Let's play it every dollar. All right, $10 resistance, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 resistance. Let's be smart. Let's just play it every dollar. Right now, we can clearly see that we have support back down at old daily resistance right there at 767. We're going to have some kind of support right around that 767. Now, if we cannot hold above 767, we're going to come down into this $7 area, which was a little bit of resistance. And it was our first little new pre-market high breakout point. And we had volume move in, so we have demand. All right, so with that being said, this stock is overextended. This stock just ran from $7 all the way to $9.25, right? Like Lightning Trader said, wash out long on OSAT. I'm thinking the same thing, right? Maybe a washout long very aggressively back down into that 767 for a nice scalp off the bounce off that daily high. Or maybe a panic pop, right? Maybe the stock pops very quickly over 10 and maybe we can nail a short all the way back down for a fake out breakout over 10 off a panic pop, right? There's a lot of different ways we can look at OSAT. But again, right now, nearly every trader in the market is starting to bring their attention from BLIN, from ADXS, from MRIN over to OSAT because it's a low float stock that just went from $7 to $9.25. That's a $2.25 move in about what? 10, 15 minutes? So every trader is now starting to shift their attention here to OSAT. So what do we need to do? We need to shift our attention as well and get prepared and be smarter than everybody else, right? Not buying out of the gate, waiting for that washout long down to that 767, waiting for the fake out break at over 10 for a possible short for the possible dump to the downside, right? There's a lot of things that we could see play on out here on OSAT. So I definitely want to keep this one on high watch. Again, there's no news, but it is gapping up, the lowest float stock on the leaderboard, and it has a decent little daily technical setup. That could definitely be the reasoning behind this as far as why it's currently gapping up, again, 68% here in pre-market. So we've talked about BLIN. We've talked about OSAT. Let's talk about MRIN. MRIN has been one wild stock the past couple weeks, team, right? This stock on the 24th, going from around $2.66, trading at $27 right now, right? MRIN, we nailed the mid-candle breakout on Thursday. We had another great setup on MRIN on Friday. I think everybody over on YouTube, Thursday and Friday, was making absolute bank on MRIN. I can't tell you how many profits I saw here in chat, and I cannot tell you how many profits I saw over on YouTube on MRIN last week. MRIN was one of my biggest days last week as well. I think I made like $2,400 on that play. MRIN's been a beast. MRIN has not yet slowed down. So team, we're still watching MRIN, right? There's no fresh news today. It's all momentum, baby. And we have yet to really see the stock dump on down. It's slow and steady to the upside. So right now, I'm not looking to short MRIN. I don't think I want to short it at all. I want to continue to play into the hype, continue to play into the momentum to the upside. How high can MRIN go, right? Well, number one, we were 1 for 1 on MRIN this morning. Watch for the break over 26.66 for the pop on up, and we got that nice little alert. If you guys type MRIN into the ticker search field, right? If you go here and type in MRIN, right, you can see here that we were definitely talking about this. MRIN could definitely see another continuation day. We need to break over and hold 25.5 first. We have room to 26.73 and then $30. Where are we at right now? 27.61. We hit first target. Stops or break even. We're not stopped out yet. We still have room to $30 here on MRIN. So again, anytime you guys come into the market, anytime you guys come into the chat and you're like, has anybody been talking about MRIN? You can go here and type in the ticker. Has anybody been talking about AMC? No. Has anybody been talking about the SPY? No. Has anybody been talking about what? BLIN? Yes, right? And you can see all of these messages filtered by ticker. That's why it's very, very, very important you guys enter the ticker in the correct ticker format, such as OSAT, right? Such as BLIN with a $sign. Well, not like that with a little thing at the end, but you guys get the gist. $sign, ticker. I understand some tickers are not being displayed in blue and we're not able to search for those. But again, that's why I have the development team right now adding the new features and making some changes to the chat. All right, we should maybe have that done this week. I just experienced a few bugs this morning during our test run. So again, we got something that works right now. We're not missing out on anything, and I'm waiting to see why there's so many bugs and what's going on there. But anyway, we should have those new features inside of chat hopefully this week. So right now, here on MRIN, we're going to have some light support right off that pre-market high. Boop! Right off these lows that we're trying to hold above. Now, if we can't hold above 26.42, we're looking back down around 25.34 off Friday's highs and a little bit, just a little bit of pre-market resistance. Now, if we really start fading on off, we really start cracking these levels, we can see MRIN all the way back down towards around $23 here. All right. So again, MRIN, definitely one of the top 3 stocks I want to keep on watch. I think MRIN has a lot of great potential, especially breaking over those highs of 28.24 for a nice big move up towards around $30. All right. Again, we have light support at 26.42. We have a little bit better support down towards around that 25 to 25.34. And if we crack below 25, we're going to find some support down towards around 22 and 23. All right. So again, MRIN Has a lot of hype. MRIN right now has decent volume, right? On average, it trades about 20 million, all right? This morning, we have about 5. But again, we have yet to really start our day. We can definitely see that volume really start to increase. We have a low float stock, gapping up 33%, a stock that's gone from $2 to $28 in the past 2 weeks. All eyes should be here on MRIN. It definitely should be one of your top 3 plays to watch, all right? OCGN team, is there really anything going on with OCGN? No. BSQR, is there anything really happening with BSQR right now? No. Again, we're going to watch this over 5, right? As long as BSQR holds above 5. If we can break this downtrend, we have room to 555. We have room to 581. We have room to 637. Now, I can't take all 10 of these trades, but I'm going to break these down the best that I can for you. So if you're like, you know what, for some reason, I like BSQR, right? You already know that you need to see it hold above 5. You know you need to be locking in profit at 555, 581, 637. You don't need me to commentate and walk you through this play step by step by step by step if I'm in, say, MRIN and you're in on BSQR. But I'm not going to discredit this. Again, I can't take all 10 trades at the same time, but I'm going to give you the best of the best analysis and the best of the best commentary. So again, if you start to see this pop, if I'm not looking at it, but it starts breaking, you can get in and you're already prepared and you know where your stop should be. You know where support's at. You know where targets are at, and you can make some money even if my focus is not on BSQR. So again, right now, it doesn't look all that great. BSQR is not really getting that much hype compared to some other stocks, but BSQR is trading good volume, right? It's trading 8 million shares, and on average, it trades 5. It's a low float stock as well. And BSQR had some hype last week. That's exactly why we're seeing BSQR get some hype and get some action this morning. No fresh news, prior momentum here on BSQR. ADXS, we've talked about this. It's a back burner play, right? Back burner play ADXS that has good news. BSQR, back burner, prior day momentum play, right? These are stocks that we're not really focused on right out of the gate, but they're on the watch list, and we're prepared just in case they start moving on up. So again, back burner watch list plays. ADXS, BSQR, OCGN, WB, ISEE, CCXI, right? A lot of these stocks look like crap right now, let's be honest. ISEE looks like crap. CCXI looks like crap. Why am I not going to waste your next 5 minutes and talk about these? Because they look like crap, right? I'd rather take 5 minutes to talk about OSAT because it's getting a lot of movement to the upside. I'd rather take 4 minutes of your time and talk about BLIN, MRIN, right? But again, ISEE is not doing anything, but ISEE has news. ISEE has great support at $8. And if we hold above 8, we could see it re-break 875 and get back to 10. We could definitely see ISEE going a nice big move. So I don't want to discredit it. I just don't want to focus on it right out of the gate, right? What top stocks? What are the top 3 stocks, team, that we want to be focused on right out of the gate, right? What's the top 3? So top 3 is going to be MRIN, BLIN, OSAT. Right? Those are going to be the top 3. MRIN, BLIN, and OSAT. Top 3 stocks to watch. And that's what we're looking at, team. That's it, right? Now, again, the back burner plays. If I rush through those pretty quick, all right, and you want to add those to your watch list, again, as a back burner play, that's going to be CCXI. It's got some news, right? Was gapping up, gave everything back, but that's CCXI. You got ISEE. Want to see this hold above $8. It has news as well. WB, right? This stock can go on a nice big pop today. Yeah, it gave everything back, but it could definitely go on a nice big run. Nice big rip today on WB. We'll keep this one on watch as well, right? OCGN, all right, news. Back burner play, not doing a lot, doesn't have the action, but it could go on a nice run, so we want to have it on watch. And then we also have BSQR and ADXS. But the top 3 stocks that I'm focused on, at the ding, 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 at the bell, baby, is going to be OSAT number 1, All right. OSAT number 1, BLIN number 2, and MRIN number 3. Adam, my man, he nailed it. MRIN, BLIN, OSAT. Right now, those are what I'm watching. I'm actually going to go OSAT right out of the gate, right? So I'm going OSAT right out of the gate. Again, maybe a little bit of a washout long. And right now, I mean, support is at that 767, right? It could wash out to that lower shadow here from pre-market at 855. That's a little bit riskier, right? Just a little bit riskier. You'd have to be placing stops under that VWAP if it cracks. So, you know, you'd be risking about 20 cents on the washout if you wanted to grab the washout long there on OSAT. And yes, I do know we're experiencing just a few issues in chat. Obviously, we're adding futures and stuff. We're adding new features. I said future. We're adding new features and stuff. So again, you may experience just a few little bugaroos. But just refresh the page. We should have everything good to go here into the week. My developer's like, I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so OSAT, I'm looking for the washout long. First go at 855 for the washout long. I'll play stops like 10 to 15 cents away because it could dump all the way down to 767. So that being said, I might try and grab a quick washout long off that 855 for the pop. Or a fake. It's actually not shortable, so good luck there. Not shortable in OSAT. I'll try and locate. Boom. Quick 162 on OSAT. I grabbed the quick one at 875, right? You guys remember the 875 rule? 875 is just a key number for penny stocks as far as support and resistance, right? It came down to 875. I got in real quick at 873. I got at 899, 600 shares. I locked in a quick 162.50 in 2 seconds. So I'm already starting my day good. A quick little base hit trade. A quick little small base hit trade. 875 entry, washout, quick little, 25 cent pop. But still, 162 bucks in what? Like 2 seconds. Did I miss out on profit? Absolutely, but I'm not greedy. I'm locking in that profit when I have it because that can happen right there, and you can give all your profits back. So our top stocks are starting to pull back. You got MRIN starting to give a little bit back. MRIN does have light support right around that 25.34. Right, you could see a little bit of a bounce, a quick little dip buy right around that 25 to 25.34 there on MRIN. OCGN opening up red. So everything's kind of opening up and just going red. A lot of profit taking right out of the gate. The only stock that's doing anything out of the gate to the upside is AMC over that 54.18. And that 54.18 was a key level that we needed to get back above today. So as long as we're holding above 54 on AMC, we could see a nice little green day today here on AMC. OSAT has room all the way down to 767. Look at how jumpy this play is. It's jumping about 50 cents. It's jumping about 50 cents. So again, just be safe on OSAT, guys. Everything's opening up and going red. OSAT, BLIN, CCXI is getting some action right now, team. All right, so CCXI right now is getting a little bit of action. CCXI has room to 15 before the pullback. Again, I'd want to wait for a pullback. The stock just went from $13.42. It's up $1 without any kind of pullback yet. What's the rule? Any stock that goes more than 50 cents and doesn't pull back, don't touch it, right? The stock pushes up more than 50 cents without a pullback. Don't touch it, guys. Wait for the pullback. ISEE needs to stay above $8. If ISEE can stay above 8, we could see a nice little day here on ISEE. At the absolute lowest, like 970. Right? At the absolute lowest, like $9.70, or I'm sorry, I can't even talk. $7.90. My dyslexia is so effed up today. So ISEE at the lowest, 790. 790. All right? Got to really take my time to get these words out of my mouth today. There's your quick little bounce off 25 MRIN. OCGN, struggling, BSQR. I don't see anything right now, Tim. We're not missing anything. We are not missing anything, right? Watch AMC for the reversal off 54, right? If AMC comes back and retests that 54 to the penny, we could bounce off 54 and put in a new high a day. So keep AMC on watch if you like AMC to see if it can stay above 54 here. OSAT still the #1 play. Quick little red to green move here, right? We had a nice little washout long, right? We got that quick 160. Quick little U-shape. Boom. Red to green move. Where's support now? Well, support's going to be right off those pre-market highs, right? Right off those pre-market highs of 919. That's going to be support. How high can OSAT go? Well, your next target's going to be $10, right? $10. I said be smart. Take profit every dollar. If it breaks over 10, look to take profit at 11. Breaks over 11, look to take profit at 12, 13, 14. $15 is going to be your next biggest resistance line here on OSAT if it ever breaks above 10 bucks. But right now, we want to see it holding above those pre-market highs. At the lowest, the open, right? That was the breakout point off the red to green move. So the open should hold on up as support as well, which is going to put us back down towards around 890. Ooh, OSAT is just like, not today. Not today. But this looks like a scalp one right here. I can scalp the shit out of OSAT and make some good profits. So let's see. OSAT's moving great. OSAT's moving $1 at a time, right? This is definitely a hot stock. It's risky. Don't get me wrong. It's risky, but it's hot. It's volatile. It's easy to scalp these plays, right? And I really like these quick dumps and then catching the move back on up for a quick little scalp. Quick dump, catching the move back on up. So again, if we keep seeing a lot of this volatility, I'm going to scalp this stock quite a bit. And that's kind of how I'm going to generate some profits today on OSAT, as we really don't have anything else shaping on up, right? Is there any reason to get involved with BLIN? No. Is there any reason to get involved with CCXI? Oh yeah, right? We had the nice pop, pulling back into the 9 EMA. That's your first pullback off the higher low. You could see this pop, right? You could see this pop. Stops under 1380. Room to 15. So stops under 1380, room to 15 on CCXI if you guys like that. Anything with ISEE? No. WB? No. MRIN? Not right now, team. OCGN? Nothing. BSQR? Nope. ADXS? And right now, AMC said, not today. We're going to provide you a little bit of fake out breakout, right? So right now, team, the only play that really has some great action, that's really moving, is OSAT. But it's a very risky stock. Guys, you time this wrong, you could risk upwards of $1 on this play. Quick, fast, 10 seconds, you're down $1 a share. Be smart. Be safe. Wait for the best setup. Wait for the A+ setup. Right? Don't jump in at the highs. Stock moves up more than 50 cents. Don't buy it, right? Sit back, be patient, relax, wait for your A+ setup. If you guys are not in anything, it's okay. You're 7 minutes into the market, right? You're only 7 minutes in. You're good. You're gravy, baby. We still got a lot of time. Right now, I mean, BLIN is trying to get a little bit of that reversal setup, right? We got our low point, the lower low, a quick little higher low. It's like a very quick inverse head and shoulders on BLIN. So BLIN is trying to set up for a little bit of this reversal here. It's a risky one, but it is trying to set up above 13 here on BLIN. We could start to see this get some volume and break on out over that 13.25. It's got to get over 13.25 before we really see some volume move in. Right? We're trying to get a little bit of this reversal. But right now, it could pull back into like the 1260s before it actually levels off. Let's see if it can hold above like 1260 on BLIN. I do like BLIN coming on up for a possible little inverse head and shoulders formation, right? Kind of maybe see something like this. Boop. Boop, boop, maybe very quick like that. You got your neckline right around that 13.25. You could definitely see the break up to about 14 bucks here on BLIN, right? So we're going to watch this one for the possible reversal. Now, we don't want to see it under that 1250 here. Definitely the break with volume over that 13.25 is where we'll really see some nice volume move in and take this probably all the way up towards around 14 bucks. So let's see if BLIN can actually hold above, right around that 1260-ish mark. OSAT is, not looking good. Wait for this one to level off around 767. Wait for this one to find a bottom, right? Wait for OSAT to find a bottom and actually set up properly above that 767. Right now, we're not touching it. Right now, we're not touching BLIN either. CCXI. It had potential. We had volume. Look at that. 9 EMA. We had that confirmation in volume. We just couldn't get the follow-through from the buyers. ISEE is dead. WB is dead. MRIN. Still keep MRIN on watch, but it's not looking all that great. OCGN doesn't look all that great. BSQR, okay. All right, we got BSQR getting some action. All right, so we do have BSQR getting some action. So right now, we'll watch BSQR off to the side. So let's go BSQR as our, probably the number 2 stock that we're going to focus on. Just want to see if this one's actually going to hold on up after that nice little push off 5. And right now, ADXS is just not looking great at all. Right now, I am waiting for OSAT to come on down towards around that 767. I am going to be a dip buyer on OSAT down towards around that 767 team. All right, so I want to be a dip buyer right off that daily high, 767. So if we come crashing down hard below 8, 767, I am looking to buy this for the dip. All right, so OSAT right now, 767 dip buy opportunity coming on up. I'm currently up about 162 on OSAT. Looking for one more trade off that 767 off the dip. See if we can't grab a nice little bounce play here. But it's got to be volatile. It's got to be quick, right? Not slow and steady, but boom! One candle down, 767. Nice little bounce. Let's nail it. OSAT is very volatile. And I like this for, something to scalp for the day. As we have yet to really see any, like, A+ setups. How do you get the green dotted line on your chart? That is my price level tool that I have customized to add the price to the left, to add the green color because they come standard red with TD Ameritrade, and they're dashed. That's just my my personal preference. So again, all that is your price level tool that's been edited and customized and saved as a default. Right now, I'm looking for OSAT 767. 767 dip buy. I want to see this crack below 8 hard. I want to see this get slammed below 8, right down to that 767. Grab a couple thousand shares. Take it on up. So it's just really about being patient. Really about being patient. P-A-Y with capital P-A-Y. Patience. Let's see if we get that quick crack below 8 for the nice big dump down to 767. That's my trade. That's what I want to get involved with. Again, 767. Come on, crack 8 here. Crack 8. Just go blah! Nasty, hard, aggressive. The faster, the better. And we do have BSQR looking pretty decent as well, above 550. So if BSQR can hold above 550 for you guys, you have room to break 581 for the leg up to 637. All right, so BSQR needs to be on high watch for everybody as well, over 550. All right, if this stock holds above 550, you have a lot of great potential for the next leg up over 581, up towards around 6, and then $6.37. I'm waiting for my bounce play dip buy opportunity with OSAT here down towards around 767. That's the stock that I would like to get involved with for the dip buy. All right, so I'm just sitting back and being patient, looking for the crack below 8, 767, 770 entries. Let's see if we can get that crack real quick. Where's our limit up, limit down? 741. So we got a lot of room to fall before OSAT even gets halted to the downside. 741 is the halt area right now. BSQR on high watch for the break over 581 team. Again, pulled back to 550. You guys should be up about 25-30 cents a share right now. BSQR pulled back to the 550. Still just being patient with OSAT. Looking to see if we get the crack below 8. I know you guys are talking about SQBG. Okay, SQBG right now. That never even... Oh, now it just popped up on the halt scanner. It wouldn't even pop up. Oh, it did. I didn't even notice it. Looks like Crypto Cole over there making some killer cash. SQBG. The only thing I don't like about the halt strategy is, again, we're gonna have some resistance off Friday's highs, right? 25.25. We're gonna have some resistance off Friday's highs, 25.25. So I mean, that's a decent little dollar. If it gaps up, washes back down to the 24.20 for the halt, yeah, I could definitely see myself getting involved with this for a nice little, 50 cent to $1 scalp, or on SQBG. SQBG was halted at 9:45.52, so we'll be live at 9:50.52. So we still have about 4 minutes to go here on SQBG. CCXI is dead. MRIN right now it's dead, team. OCGN, nothing happening. BSQR is really fighting for that 550 here. ADXS is dead. I'm still waiting for the big crack below 8 here on OSAT for that 767 dip. And then I'm also watching SQBG for about a 30 to 40 cent gap up. So again, if we can gap up around 24.50, 24.60, wash out to the halt level of 24.20. I will be looking to go long with stops below 24 for a nice big pop up into Friday's highs of 25.25 here on SQBG. Right now I have two stocks I'm watching. Right, I'm watching SQBG for the halt strategy. I'm watching OSAT for a crack below 8 for a nice dip by 767 off of June 10th's spiking high. Those are the only two plays that I'm seeing right now that I like. If you guys have any questions on TikTok, join us on YouTube. All right, join us on YouTube, Alpha Day Trading. Again, my focus is with my team. I look over and I see the chat here on YouTube inside the live stream. I can't do 3. So again, if you want to see the charting, you want to hear the commentary, everything's being streamed and pushed live for free right now over on YouTube, Alpha Day Trading. Check us out. So SQBG, we will be live in the next... very soon. We'll be live in the next very soon. We're looking at 9:50:52. So we got about a minute and a half to go, but I do like SQBG coming on up. SQBG coming on up. Right now I have bids at 24.20, 25.41. This thing could gap up $1. We'll see. See, it gapped up $2 last time. There's nothing going on with WISH. There is nothing going on right now with WISH. There's nothing going on with BLIN. There's nothing going on with MRIN. We'll keep OCGN on watch. It got back above 8, right? OCGN is back above 8. That's what we wanted to see. So keep this one on watch over 8. High watch on OCGN for a possible big red to green move, right? Looking for the break of 830 for the next leg on up into the 870s, right? We want to hold above $7.97 to $8 support, right? If we can do that, we have a nice big setup, a really good potential here for a pop up to the open at 829. All right, but right now, my focus is right now here on SQBG. All right, SQBG. We will be live here in about 2 seconds. Let's see if we get the gap 24.20. I did not get the fill. It did not fill me. I got to cancel those orders. I was off by about 8 cents. But that's the halt strategy, team, right? The gap up, the washout, the big time move to the upside, right? I did not get filled. I missed this trade by a whopping 8 cents. So I canceled my orders. I did not get filled, which is unfortunate because that stock had squeezed all the way over 27. That would have been a really nice $2, $3 per share trade there. That could have been a nice little $1,000 winner. Tesla has room to fill the gap right here. First little bounce play that you'll probably see on Tesla when it comes to the daily chart is going to be back down towards around 657. So watch for a 657 bounce here on Tesla. All right, so again, look for like a 657-ish bounce on Tesla. If it does not hold on the bounce and it continues to fall, you can see Tesla all the way down towards around 635 next. Honestly, I'm getting an order ready for that bounce right around 657 on Tesla. For about $2 more of a drop here on Tesla. About $2 more here. 657. We don't want to see it start bouncing until we get that 657. We start bouncing back over 660. No longer a bounce. Got to crack 658. Come on, a little bit lower. 657 Tesla. 657. Boom. Got a quick little entry there on Tesla. Looking for the bounce play. Back up to about 660. Boom, I'll take 91 bucks. It was a small trade. I'll take a quick base hit on the Tesla bounce. 91.57. Nailed it to the penny. Why was that a dip buy? Why was that a bounce play, team? Right? Well, the stock's been getting smacked. Just getting absolutely destroyed. And we pulled back all the way, pretty much to the penny, into that spiking high from 623, right? Why did we see buyers move in aggressively right there in the 657s? It was the bounce play, right? Off the daily high. Took 100 shares for about, what, 90 cents, $1 a share? Tesla moves quick. Tesla moves fast. Dip buy, in and out, right? Dip buy, in and out. I only took 100 shares. It was a $60,000 trade, but guess what? It's $100. I'll take it. I'm up 254 on the day, right? 2 trades. I'm up 250, right? Base hits. That's all I'm looking for is base hits right now, right? You keep aiming for those base hits. Slow and steady, nice and consistent. Every now and then, you're going to have a stock really work out in your favor, and you're going to get yourself a home run. But I'm not looking for home runs. I'm looking for base hits. OSAT new high a day. OSAT may get halted if we hold that 760. OSAT looking for the break at 10. But again, what happened last time when we put in a new high? It got destroyed, right? Last time we put in a new high a day, boom, it got destroyed on OSAT. So I would not be looking to take this for a pullback into the previous high for the next leg up. I'd be waiting for it to dump on down, maybe to the VWAP. Slightly below $9. Try and catch the dip, right? Wait for this to see if it comes all the way back down to like 875 like it did here. Bam! Really fast, really aggressive on OSAT. Maybe grab, a quick little entry for that pop back on up. But I am not touching this. This stock just went from 850 to 950. Without pulling back. I'm not touching it. I mean, could OSAT hold that prior high? Absolutely. But the fact that last time it looked like it was going to hold the prior high and it didn't, and it got destroyed. I'm not going to put myself in a losing position, right? I'm looking at past chart. It looked like it was going to hold the prior high. It got completely destroyed and then cracked. I am not touching this right now until I see it just get absolutely destroyed. 875? Count me in. See? See what's happening? That's why we're not touching it at the highs. We already saw it happen once. It'll probably happen again, won't it? Still not touching it. We're back below the high, 940. I'm not touching it right now. 875 though, dip buy? Yeah. I'm looking at 875 dip buy on OSAT. Quick, fast, aggressive. This candle right here, down towards around 875. I would be looking to grab it for a quick little dip buy. Right now, it's fighting to get back above that 930 though. It is fighting. Decreasing volume pullback. That's not a bad pullback. It is a decreasing volume pullback into that prior high. So, I mean, it's not terrible. Could definitely see a new high a day here. It's definitely setting up for the high day. I don't like touching it right here because I already saw that happen last time. So I'm just being a little patient. We're only 28 minutes into the market, right? We're only 28 minutes in, right? I'm up 250. Not a bad way to start the week. Nice little base hit, but I'm waiting for those A+ setups. And right now, not really seeing an A+ setup here on OSAT. What about SQBG? Anything there? Halted to the downside. BLIN? Anything there? Absolutely not. MRIN? Nope. OCGN? Nope. Right now, I mean, my focus is still on OSAT. So if we can crack 935, very hard and very aggressive, and we can wash out all the way to 875, that's where I'm looking to be a buyer for the dip. We're still off the pre-market highs, right? We're still holding above that 920. Those pre-market highs, right around the 9 EMA as well. So it's fighting for it, but I still think we can get a 975 bounce. What are we about? About 40 cents away? He's using a filter to make his arms look bigger. There's no filter. Is there a filter on? There's a filter. None. So arms aren't even that big. They're tiny. Look at these. They're tiny little arms. What are you talking about? They're not big. Not even the 975. Not even close to the 975. But we're starting to see a little bit of a bounce here. So right now, OSAT bouncing off 9 a little bit. Not quite low enough for me to get involved with it. So right now, team, it's 10 o'clock, right? There's a lot of stuff happening. We have OSAT, pretty wild play, right? New highs, 950, all the way back down to 8, back up to 975. Right now, I'm just waiting for a little bit better of a pullback, right? Let's go ahead and draw a fib on the play from the low to the high. And our 50% fib is right around that, 886, right around VWAP. So if we can double bottom, right, we can get a nice little double bottom. Looking for a little entry for the next leg up here on OSAT. But right now, we got to wait. SQBG. Right now, support's back down at $20. All right, support's at 20 bucks. OSAT, again, this one's trying to hold above the 38.2 fib. I like the 50% fib better, right? Because it's close to VWAP. It's also very close to those lower shadows there in pre-market. So again, it came down to the 50, almost to the penny, 890, and we're looking at an 886. But I'm also waiting for a quick little double bottom, right? BLIN looks like crap. I'm taking BLIN off. That looks like terrible. MRIN doesn't look all that great. OCGN and BSQR. I mean, they're grinding slowly to the upside, right? Like OCGN slow to the upside, BSQR slow to the upside, but it's not really like those two stocks aren't really exciting me. We go look at OSAT. OSAT has much better potential. Also, the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. So again, it can be a little bit risky, right? Lower the float, bigger the spikes. Lower the float, the bigger the drops can be as well. You got to be smart. You got to be patient. You got to wait for those A+ setups. I did not think that was an A+ setup to get involved, so I didn't take the trade. Exactly. You don't want to force any trades if you don't have to, right? Why be up $250, force a trade, and go red on the day? That's going to piss you off. Now you're going to be discouraged. Now you get a revenge trade, right? See, look at that. Imagine you chasing that, and now you're down 50 cents a share. Wait for the setup. Wait for the A+ setup, right? Wait for your trade, the trade that you're confident with, the trade that you've built a plan around, that you know you can manage your risk appropriately, and you can have great reward. Do not force a trade if you don't have to. If you're up on the day, if it's a small gain, if it's a big gain, green's green, doesn't matter. Why give anything back? Don't give anything back. We're only 33 minutes into the market. Team, we still got a lot of time to go until 11 o'clock, right? So we still have a lot of great opportunity. So do we have anything on BSQR? Do we have like a trend line that we can throw on this play? All right, let's see. Do we have a little bit of a trend line? Can we connect these lows? Yeah. We got a nice little trend line here on BSQR. We're coming into the third point right now off of the higher low and the higher high. So hey, guess what? We can actually see BSQR hold above that 570, get that next leg up over 6. So definitely watch BSQR for the hold of the trend line. For the break over 6, you guys have room to 637 here on BSQR, right? Stops are a crack below the trend line, right? So the second that we crack the trend line on BSQR, you want to go ahead and get out. We want to see this break over 6. We want to see the run up to 637. 625 to 637, somewhere in that window. All right, so you do have a slight uptrend here on BSQR. Keep that on high watch. OCGN just doesn't have any activity, right? There's nothing going on with OCGN right now. And then OSAT. OSAT's trying to put in a weird looking double bottom right here. A little weird double bottom. SQBG working its way down to that $20 level. So on SQBG, could see a nice little bounce play right around that $20 mark. Right off that halt level as well. I mean, it's got to be like 20 bucks to the penny. And we can see it's already starting to prematurely bounce at 2025. So I don't even know if I'd be looking for a dip buy on SQBG at 20. Now I'm taking OCGN off. BSQR may start cracking the trend line. Are we missing anything right now, team? Are we missing anything? Go ahead and go through our leaderboard. Anything with BLIN? No. Anything with ADXS? No. Is there anything with IPDN? IPDN is having a decent little day. IPDN is up about 24%. It's trading about, 1.8 million shares. The stock is a slow and steady mover on IPDN, right? I mean, it's really only gone from it's up about 50% off that move, 25%. Where could we see IPDN go? Next target would be 271. Support would be back down at 220, right? So right now I'm not touching it. I'm not touching IPDN. We have support at 220. We have resistance at 270, right? I want to see this set up a little bit better. Right now, there's just really nothing there. It's a very choppy to the upside play. You guys know me, I'm really picky with my plays. I'm really picky with my stocks. And right now, I'm looking at BSQR, not a fan. Looking at OSAT, not a fan. I'm glad Catherine's over here nailing the trades. 875 dip out at 930. At least someone's in here making money. Gosh, I love it. I love it. ADXS, we just looked at that. Nothing going on with ADXS. CLSD, let's go look at CLSD. Let's go ahead and take a fib from the low to the high. And we can see that we can have a decent little bounce play right around that 50, right? Right around that little hiccup level, right around the 50% fib. I mean, even as low as like 625, right? What else do we have? We got a little bit of an uptrend, or uptrend. Got a little bit of this downtrend forming as well, right? So if we can hold above support, right? Maybe that 50% fib retracement. We could break that downtrend. Hey, we could definitely see this back up to retest those highs there on CLSD. CLSD looking pretty good right now, team. CLSD not looking bad at all. We're looking for a break of the downtrend, looking for a break back above the VWAP as well. Above, I'd say right around that 630 support. There on CLSD. Room to get back up over 7 to retest those highs is 729 there on CLSD. Arms twitching. Oh, when I move my, I'm moving my mouse. That's why. Because I'm like sitting here clicking, and when I click, I guess it twitches. You guys are like, your arm's twitching. Why is it twitching? Like, because I'm moving my arm. I'm over here like, okay, SQBG. We're over here. Yeah, I'm moving my my mouse hand. All right, guys, I'm jumping off TikTok. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed the live. Hopefully you guys made some money. And I will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Again, check us out on YouTube. Alpha Day. And same thing over on the tube. Hey, we got traders in chat making money. Catherine in at 885, out at 930 over on OSAT, the trade that I wanted to take. But guys, my priority is you when I'm here, right? Want to make sure you're getting your questions answered, that we're reviewing your plays, making sure that you're up to speed on everything. That's, again, when I commentate. Just because I don't take the trade doesn't mean it's a bad trade. I commentate what I like. I commentate what I see. I commentate what I want to get involved with. And if I put myself in a position to get involved with it, I'm going to, and I'm going to make money. But again, I can see OSAT. I want to get in at 875. Right? I may take my attention off OSAT and go look at BSQR for you guys. For those of you that are asking about BSQR. And by the time I come back to OSAT, I miss my entry. But that doesn't mean it's a bad trade. It doesn't mean you shouldn't get involved, right? Take Catherine, for example. In at 885. Out at 930 off the dip. Money, money, money. Sitting here taking those trades and understanding why we're taking those trades as well. So congratulations to Catherine locking in some profits. I want to see some profits inside of Profits Chat today. So far, we got B Moose starting off our Money Tuesday right with BLIN. B Moose locking in $453.98. Team, I better see more profits in there. Don't make me ask twice, or Josh is done for the day. He's out of here. He's shutting down. Never coming back. Obviously, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. So there's the break of the downtrend on CLSD. Now we just need to have it get back above that VWAP. Boom, there's your low point. Go ahead and remove that fib. We don't need it anymore. Go ahead and take the fib off OSAT. And do we have a little bit of an uptrend that we could run on this play as well? And you kind of see it's trying to grind a slight little uptrend here. It's kind of in this little bit of a wedge, right? It's kind of in this little bit of a choppy wedge up towards around 10 bucks here on OSAT. So I'd be a little mindful of that, right? You got this nice tight consolidation happening on OSAT. It continues to get held down by the trend line and held up by the uptrend. We could eventually see this crack and drop on off. So right now, it's 10:13. I love you guys over on YouTube, but now's your time. Join the team with everybody else that's finally joined and just see what the hype's about. Jump on in, make some money, get all the, I can't even talk right now, the amazing value, all that good stuff you always hear me say. Again, if you want to join the team, you guys know where to find us. AlphaDayTrading.com. Again, we start our small account challenge here August 1st. We are going to start getting prepared for our small account challenge for the month of July, so you guys don't want to miss out. Don't only get just 30 minutes of the stream. Come on, jump on in. We're going to start doing some afternoon commentary as well. Daily lessons, Q&As, private sessions. I mean, you guys name it. You guys are getting some of the best value out there. So I look forward to working with you. I look forward to seeing you inside of the Alpha Day Trading chat room. Until then, happy and safe trading, YouTubers. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care, trade safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.